The hospitals were launched by the head of state in the 4-hour night operation. There were 2 level 2 hospitals at Gishagi in Kangemi and Gatina in Kawangware, as well as level 3 hospitals in Mukuru kwa Ruben, Tasia kwa Ndege and Our Lady of Nazareth in Mukuru kwa Njenga.
It's indeed possible to operate these hospitals on a 24-hour basis, and we have established that it is indeed possible, and we just need a few extra staff, small roads here and there. And these hospitals will be able to be accessible 24 hours, and that service will be able to be accessible to Nairobi residents on a 24-hour basis.
President directed public hospitals in Nairobi to offer 24-hour services to ensure city residents access health services whenever they need them. Faced with the criticism of flouting COVID-19 protocols that restrict movement past 10 p.m., Uhuru said the night operation was meant to reduce the number of people who turned up.
Sure that we were observing COVID protocols, and as you have seen for yourselves, it would have been impossible to go and do what we did today during the day because of the number of people who would have been out there. It would have made that very difficult for us to be able to do the job we want to do and at the same time observe the COVID protocols that as a government we have put in play.
Further, the head of executive said operation was aimed at enabling him to assess the population of the city residents.
Another thing we also wanted to see was the roads. We are embarking on a program right now where we are doing 400 kilometers of roads in our inner cities. Indeed, as many of you may have noticed today, we have been able to travel in most of those informal, as they call them, settlements.
He announced that 19 out of the 24 new hospitals being constructed by the NMS were complete. Same plans were underway to adequately resource the 24-hour operations.
With the support of the African Development Bank, we are expanding the sewage network. You also know the water network that we have done. Today, even in our informal settlements, there is no more issue of people having to pay what they used to pay, 10, 20 shillings for a jerry can of water. We have built those boreholes there. People are getting those waters. And what we are trying to do in this coming year is to now make sure that instead of going to one particular watering point, we are now also expanding the water connections, the piping.
Besides opening new health facilities, President Kenyatta said the night tour was aimed at inspecting the ongoing road construction projects within the informal settlements. On provision of clean water, the president said NMS had drilled hundreds of boreholes across the city, which are providing free clean water to residents as the government works on a long-term solution. Reporting for Ebro TV, I'm Abdulrahman Yusuf.